What's going on guys, Unknown Player here, and today we'll be going over a bunch of new gear that we're getting in Rise of Iron. This is all from a press kit that Activision released, showing off a bunch of new items. We've got exotic weapons, Trials of Zarus gear, and flawless ornaments. We've got raid armor, a full set with ornaments applied, also Iron Banner weapons and armor with the ornaments as well, and finally a bunch of Vanguard armor on top of that. So firstly we have the khvostov 7G, which we know very well. I've made a detailed video talking about all the perks and exactly how it works, but we've seen it so far. The next one is a new weapon which is pretty cool. This is the Nemesis Star, an exotic machine gun. At first we thought this was just a normal legendary weapon from Nadir, the weapon foundry, and it's just a legendary weapon, but it turns out it's actually exotic. As you can see by this shot, we can see one of the ornaments applied. The silver bullet also turns it into this color, as you can see, but some of the perks we can make out: the ballistics, we've got spray and play, which of course is going to increase the reload speed when the mag is empty. We also have perfect balance for the recoil, field scout to increase the magazine size, and flared mag I believe at bottom for increased reload speed. We have two perks which you don't completely recognise, one which appears to be the rangefinder perk with an N on it for Nadir, so possibly something with range, and of course it's got the exotic perk at the beginning with that Nadir logo, which again we don't know what that could be. So moving on, next up we have the Trespasser, which is an exotic sidearm, believe it or not, a very strange looking weapon, and this was described by Game Informer as a Robocop style weapon, but this actually fires in bursts of 3. We don't know much about it or its perks, but we have seen it being fired very briefly in the Vidoc trailer that Bungie released. You can see it being fired right here, but a very interesting looking weapon. And then finally we of course have the gjallarhorn, which of course we know and love very well. Now moving into the other weapons, we have the Burning Eye. This is the Trials of Zarus scout rifle, a very awesome looking weapon. It seems like the Trials weapons are based off of the Seros foundry, so expect that to be the general design of the Trials weapons. So moving on, we have the Lingering Song, and these are a bunch of Iron Banner weaponry, which appear to be without ornaments. They look slightly different. We have the Lingering Song, which is the hand cannon of course. There's the Unbent Tree, which is the auto rifle, seen quite a bit of. The But Not Forgotten, which is the sniper rifle, a very awesome looking one. I definitely want to see what the perks are on this thing and if it's any good. The Saladin's Vigil, the fusion rifle, the Winter's End shotgun, and finally the Titanium Orchid, which is the rocket launcher. Of course those aren't the only weapons, there are a lot more. There's a full set of every single weapon type. Of course you also have on top of that the Vanguard fusion rifle, which I've seen before, the Vanguard shotgun, and a new Monarchy machine gun. So now things get really interesting, and we can see the armor pieces, mainly with ornaments as well that visually customize them of course. So we have the Charles armor set for the Hunter called Iron Vigil, and this is like this holographic overlay to armor, and I thought this was previously looking really boring, but the ornaments make it look so much better, and this is really cool looking. It's very much based off of a cat, and you can see even the feet look like paws. The cloak is really awesome as well. It's like holographic completely, very similar to the flare cloak, and it's basically not even a solid cloak anymore. It's completely holographic, and it's a really awesome looking set. Definitely one of my favorites. Next up we have the Days of Iron. Not sure if this is the Iron Banner or Iron Lord. They're of course very similar, but this is with the ornament applied that turns it into like this evil kind of like flaming face mask. A very awesome looking set as well. Of course without the ornament it's going to look very similar to this image you can see, and this is pretty much similar to the Iron Banner or Iron Lord armor set, but the ornaments make them look completely different, and it's like a super exaggerated and really incredible looking armor set. We also have a few images of the Warlock. We can see the Flaming Bond and also the boots for him, which I'm not sure why they're kind of like interlaced with the Titan, but we can see a few of the Warlock pieces. But then next up we can see the Titan Raid Armor. This is the full set of raid gear for the Titan. This is called the Spliced Cosma class. That is the name of the raid gear for the Titan. So of course we've seen this armor set a lot quite normally, but without the kind of glowing effects, which of course is the ornament, which makes it kind of glow and radiate this kind of like red energy from it. So again, a really cool visual effect, which is supplied by the ornaments only. Next up we have the Iron Saga armor set, and this is the Hunter Iron Banner or Iron Lord armor. Again, they're very similar, so it's hard to tell between the two, but this is of course Iron Banner or Iron Lord themed. But of course with the ornament it looks a lot more special, and you can see images right here of what it looks like with an ornament applied, and it's kind of the evolution of armor from normal to this really exaggerated and really incredible looking visual effects. And then next up we have the new Vanguard set for the Titan. We've seen this a few times and now we can get a proper good look at it. This is a really interesting design. It's almost like this carbon fiber and plastic and also this neon green theme. And then finally we have the Warlock, which isn't too special. It's pretty similar to most of the stuff we've seen for the Warlock in the Taken King. For some reason there weren't many Warlock armor sets shown off in this press kit. It was mainly the Titan and the Hunter. Of course there are some equally incredible looking sets for the Warlock, but they weren't shown off all that much in this press kit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, looking through a bunch of exotic weapons, some Iron Banner and Charles guns, some Vanguard gear. If you enjoyed the video, then a like rating me much appreciated, and of course subscribe for many more Rise of Iron videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.